Hey folks, have you ever wondered how much to rent out your investment property for? Well, the first thing you're going to want to do is please note the full disclaimer here, which is also located in the About section of my YouTube channel. So, the first thing you're going to want to do is go to one of my favorite websites, housesigma.com. And this is a great website for both if you're looking to purchase an investment property or to rent one out. As we can see here, we've got the different options, and I like to filter on, since my main target is condos, condo apartment here. We've got Toronto. We've narrowed in on, for example, Jarvis and Dundas area. So let's say I have a one-bedroom condo there. I can put my rent range here, go under more filters, and with the more filters here, I'll just move myself over here for a sec so we could see this. And you could filter by one bedroom, or if it's a studio or bachelor, you could add that in. Okay, you've got bathroom one, or you could default it to all. It's got different things, including square footage range to narrow down to the size that is roughly in the neighborhood of yours. So we're confirming this, and we can see here that we've got the least option here, which is the ones that's already rented out, which I think gives the most credence and is the best judge of what you can get. Now, there is the active here, which is ones currently on the market. Although it's good to look at that, realistically, somebody could be trying to rent something out for, a one bedroom for like $4,000, and it could be on the market for, 3 months. Doesn't mean that they're going to get it. It's unrealistic. So to narrow it down, I like to look at what actually got leased as opposed to what is out there for rent. So I usually narrow it down by clicking that down. You can see that it dropped down the searches. If I'm looking in this area over here, it dropped down from 31 in this building and 30 in this building down to 23 and 23. You're also going to have some filters here of lease. Was it leased in the, which year? Was it leased in the past 360 days? Now, the real estate market is pretty dynamic. You're not going to want to look at something from, for example, from a year ago to see what you could rent it out currently. So you don't want to be too restrictive either, because it does, depending on the time of year and the location, it does take sometimes longer or shorter periods of time to rent out. So you can go 90 days to see what you get. But if you narrow it down to 30 days, you're going to get a nicer picture of the very most recent condos that have rented out. So again, we've narrowed it down to one bedroom in this area. If you own a condo, for example, at 181 Dundas Street East, then sure, you can look at some of the surrounding areas to get a sense of what condos have rented out there. But your best comparable is always going to be the one in the actual building that you're trying to rent it out of. Right down to especially the actual floor plan and the size. Okay, now keeping in mind, as we can see here in this example, we see that there's the different 1+1. That just means one bedroom plus a den. And this is what they were asking for, and this is what it leased at. So sometimes you'll notice that it leased for exactly what it's listed for, but other times it goes either a little bit less or sometimes more. As you can see here, they tried for $2,022. They got it rented out for $1,950. We have $1,800 here for this one bedroom. We have $1,900 for this one bedroom on a higher floor. We have another one bedroom here for $19.25 on the 23rd floor. So you get a good sense of the range. So you're looking at between 1800 and 1950, so that's about the range that you could expect. And we also see something else that's important is what people are asking for is actually what they're getting in many cases. So, for example, in late 2020, when people were flocking out of the city, they were able to work from home. They moved back home, some of them, so they didn't need to be downtown any longer. And a lot of times you were seeing that whatever the asking was, the lease price was less than that. So whoever was renting it was getting a little bit better of a deal because there wasn't as much demand and there was more supply of units out there, so increased competition for the investors renting these units out. This website, housesigma.com, has a great resource and tool to use. And that's whether you're going to rent it out yourself using something like Kijiji, or even if you're going to hire a realtor, he's going to do a lot of these comparables himself or herself for you. But the way I say is the more educated, the more informed you are, the better that you're able to look after your investments and be in the know. Hope you found this useful. If you did, please hit that like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you'll be the first to watch the next great videos that come out. Thanks again. Bye for now.